Hey, this is Crypto Neptune. So, did you hear the gems that Simon dropped today in Spaces? And from the looks of it, this could signal significant growth for ZBCN. So, we're going to talk about what Simon says. Remember, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. So, before we talk about what Simon says, looking here at the chart, we are down 4.44% over the last 24 hours. So a red day, and we always like to buy on those discounts. And sitting at 0.0041, sitting at a $376 million market cap and 12.93 million in trading volume. So definitely want to get that volume back up over 100 million in a 24-hour period like we were trending before. So definitely want to look at that. And far as the holders, let's look at the holders real quick. With the holders, we're getting closer to 83,000. So 82,748. So once we get to 83,000, that'll be a huge milestone for us as we are on the road to 100K. And I've said time and time again, by the end of the year, I foresee us getting to that mark. So nice milestones ahead for the Zebec community. So getting over to spaces. So Simon dropped some valuable information today, and it was a small snippet, but it talks about what Zebec is trying to achieve and kind of where that future growth is going to come from.
Dollar
Today.
opportunity you've been talking about here, ripe for disruption. We've got Assure up on the stage. We've got Turnkey here. Why is it now that Zebec is really looking to accelerate its vision with partners like this?
When you think about it, the vast majority of that 11 trillion in US payroll volume, it's going through the major payroll providers, the ADPs and the Assures of the world. Yet not a single one of them have yet integrated a stablecoin payroll option within their HCM software suites to date. Obviously, it's been difficult to be in the business of crypto payroll before we had clear regulation in the US, as Jay has mentioned. But now Zebec is really eager to be working with leaders in the space like Assure and integrating our technology into their payroll flows. Of course, with Paybridge and School Payroll both being part of the Assure ecosystem, we're very familiar with Assure's tech and their world-class client service. And we view stablecoin payroll really as a way to further upgrade their offering and take market share away from some of the legacy players that are slower to adapt.
Yeah, so the short and sweet of it is for those payroll providers that are slower to adapt, ZBCN is going to take their market share. And they have the rails to do so. That's not why they're partnering with Assure, who already has a nice sized client base, ADP, who has a nice sized client base. And again, their MO is to be a payroll partner, but also kind of on steroids, if that makes sense. A payroll partner in which you can get paid by the second. And they're partnered with Paybridge, School Payroll Services, WageLink they're partnered with. And again, we talked about Pay and then Assure. So one way or another, these payroll type partners will have a significant impact on ZBCN, and the same goes for them as ZBCN will have a significant impact on them and the more and more usage. So there's people, essentially payroll companies, sitting on the sidelines, and they have not even adapted and provided any type of stablecoin solutions or attempted to integrate any stablecoin solutions. And Zebec is partnered with Circle, which has the stablecoin of USDC. So that's integrated within the Zebec network, which is an absolute game changer. But so this could be massive. So because again, you don't want to be the last one in. You want to have the future technology already set up. And what ZBCN is doing is essentially they have went out, made the partners, and they'll continue to make partnerships. And while everybody else is asleep at the wheel, they're continuing grinding, and again, this sets up Assure beautifully. ADP, this sets them up beautifully because they realize that they don't want to be left behind and that the future is crypto and stablecoin. So good move by Simon. And again, he created some great insight. So they're trying to tap into that $11 trillion worth of payroll that just flows through every day. They're trying to tap into some of that and grab some of that market share. And since Zebec Network has first movers advantage, this could potentially signal significant growth for what they're trying to achieve. So props to them and some great information in today's spaces. And something else real quick. So kind of looking at this video, if you recall, we've talked about the NHL and we've talked about the NBA also partnering with Zebec Network. And they have listed out the teams that they're going to work with: the Milwaukee Bucks, Vegas Golden Knights. They're going to partner with them. The St. Louis Blues, going to partner with them. Atlanta Hawks, Detroit Pistons, Minnesota Wild. So they're going to partner with all of them. Now, could this potentially be like ZBCN and uphold signage around the arena, whether it's on the hockey ice or whether it is on a basketball court or whether it's on NBA or hockey jerseys, the logos? That is marketing in itself, because when somebody sees it, they're going to be looking it up. So that having that type of exposure around NBA and NHL arenas will definitely signal some positive momentum for Zebec Network. But it gets better because as we get more and more into this video here, they come to this spot here. So I found this interesting. So this signals to me that this could be potentially look like what the Zebec Network Super App would look like. So imagine going to an NHL or a NBA game and be able to spend some USDC or be able to spend some ZBCN or be able to spend any of the partner tokens within the Super App. So this is all making sense. You go into the arena, maybe scan like a QR code, and then buy like snacks or whatever you want to buy around the arena. Or maybe even buy NHL and NBA tickets from your Zebec Network app, your Super App. That's a possibility also. I've seen it where, you know how Apple Pay is set up, where if you buy tickets, you can download those to your Apple Wallet. So again, just thinking outside the box, there's endless possibilities of how this could work. And again, being paid by the second and that being funneled into your Super App is a game changer. You have those funds available and you can do with those funds as you see fit in the arena. But a lot of bullish momentum and again, the NBA season and the NHL season is right around the corner. They're going to start preseason here soon, and then regular season games are going to start in October. So this partnership is huge, and it lets me know that Zebec Network and the leadership team they're not playing around, and they are in it to win it, if that makes sense. So I hope you enjoyed this video today as we talked about Simon Says and what potentially could happen as Zebec Network is set up to get a nice market share chunk and establish some dominance in the future. So this is setting up to be something special. I want to thank you for listening to this video, and thanks for stopping by.